Hello friends and welcome back to my channel. I'm Chelsea, you know that, I know that, and I am just what? A hater with a broke mindset. A jealous, unbearable turd. According to these people in this video. But realistically, I'm just a lady with a Bulldog, a camera, and far too many opinions. More than I know what to do with. Those opinions at times make people mad. And what do we do when life gives us lemons? We make a limoncello and get absolutely zooted. So welcome back to yet another episode of Reading Mean Comments. I appreciate y'all. Don't need you to stick up for me in the comments. I love that you do, honestly, but do it in a funny way, okay? Don't get annoyed with these people. I know it's hard sometimes, but you can't argue with delusion. I don't take it personally. Therefore, neither should you. But it is just like really funny sometimes. All right. I thought it was just apropos that the first video I'm filming since I got my lips done, Injector Rachel who, they're still a little bit swollen, but they should be normal tomorrow, is a Reading Mean Comments video because, you know, these people are crazy. And I don't know, most of these people just hate me for no reason. I mean, they have reasons, but they're not valid. What a better time to show off my new lippies, you know? All right, so this first one I read off to Tony and we were dying laughing. And it said, "You are unbearable. Your husband must live a rough life." Tony's response to that was, "Oh, they got no idea." Yeah. You think I'm unbearable? You want to know what he says to me all the time? "Thanks for dealing with me." And if the conversation ever comes up, if any, you know, you have those conversations of like, do you think your spouse would like ever like cheat or like whatever? And I'm like, you think anyone else wants to deal with him? Let me tell you something. He's worse than me in other ways. Okay? You think I'm crazy? You think I'm the worst? Why do you think we married each other? Because we're the worst together. It wouldn't be a Reading Mean Comments video if we didn't have comments from the 7-day liquid fast video. All right? My God, at least twice a week I have comments on this video. It's crazy. And I love it. It's fine. She's not scamming anyone. There's no need for quotations there. "If you stay consistent, you will lose weight. If doctors such as Dr. Berg promote fasting, whether it's juicing or water, why aren't you under his videos?" Well, Vanessa, I don't know who that is. And also, I'm not under her videos either. This is my channel. Do you know where you are? I think you're lost. You made a whole video to try and bash this woman. This video is pure hater vibes. You're right. I'm a hater. Raise your hand if you're a hater. I hate shrimp. I hate oysters, unless it's Oysters Rockefeller, because that's just cheese and spinach, basically. I hate Peeps. I hate and truly don't understand racism. I hate homophobia. I hate transphobia. I hate people who shove their religion down each other's throats, down other people's throats. I hate people who shove anything down other people's throats. I don't like the word throat. I'm a hater. And there's nothing wrong with that. I hate lots of things. Just because you have a cooter doesn't mean that you have to be always positive in this meek little, be positive. It's not ladylike to be otherwise. Why do you think I have this tattoo that says ladylike? Because you're not going to tell me how to be. Anyways, let's continue with Vanessa's comment. "You should be ashamed. Videos like this disgust me. And yet you commented on it, girl. You watched it. Why are you watching it then if it disgusts you?" I don't really watch things that disgust me. I mean, there are times where I'm like, I have to see it. And then I see it and I'm like, why did I see it? You think I'm ashamed of this? No. Fat phobia. This is a joke when you mentioned this. By the way, I don't like Jessie, but calm down with trigger warnings. And this saying stuff like, she's shorter than me, I could lift more than her. You say Jessie shouldn't comment on someone's size, then you talk about how short she is. She's short, that's a fact. I guess she still is. Whatever you believe in. Was she cremated? I don't know. Anyways, good Lord. All right, here we go again, talking about Jessie Lee Ward. You say Jessie shouldn't comment on people's size, then you talk about how short she is. Don't you see the hypocrisy? No. And no one is scared of Jessie. Why would they? There are lots of people who were scared of her. I mean, trauma, I don't want to get into that, like people's trauma and like what they're scared of. Sometimes your fears are irrational, but you can't really like see your way through it. That's fine. This is the first video I've watched of yours and you come off as bitter. That's a you problem, not a me problem. I'm not bitter. I'm a chaotic mess, sure, but not bitter. I'm also not sweet though. So I don't know, I guess you could call me better. You ascribe things to Jessie in certain videos that you admit you've never watched. That makes no sense. So there's that. Oh, dear God. Their comment continues. That's never good when I have to take two screenshots to get a full comment. Dear God. Okay. A lot of times what people will do is they'll leave multiple comments if their comments don't go through, if they get stuck and held for review, which I rarely check that, but it's hilarious when I finally do. I usually only check that when I'm doing a video like this, or if someone will say like, oh, I shared like this link, or they say something like that. And then I'm like, oh, let me go look, because it does hide links in there, because there's like porn bots who like will share creepy links. Anyways, so they continue and say, you come off as bitter, jealous, and a liar. How? Jessie has done enough crappy things that you don't need to lie and ascribe, you love that word, things to Jessie that she never says or does. You seem to do a lot of assuming what Jessie thinks. Do they know that she passed away? Because like they're talking in present tense and it should be past tense. Focus your time on someone decent and interesting and not just someone that you like getting into and being angry. How about you don't tell me what to do? How about that? Just because you say things in a low, calm voice doesn't mean you don't come off as angry. Yeah, it does. What? Calmness is my superpower. I didn't come up with that. Kim K said that. But like, calmness is definitely my superpower, I would say. Wait, is that just autism? Listen, I've always said that ADHD and autism is, I like to see it as like my superpower, and that's or my secret weapon of sorts, that I can hyperfixate, that I can stay calm when realistically I'm probably just disassociating. I'm either a chaotic tornado or a sloth. There's typically no in between. Anyways, I don't know why I'm going on that rant, but all right, Jessie is allowed an opinion. Never said she wasn't allowed to have one. I don't like her. You didn't like her, but she can say what she likes. And to be honest, I don't see why you Gore so angry. Who's Gore? Over this video. She's not running a cult. That's your opinion and you can have that. That's such a hateful thing to say. Read up on what a cult is. Are you new here? Who's gonna tell them? One of the leading cult experts in the US, but also the world, has verified that in his opinion, he thinks that Jessie Lee Ward was running a cult. So I don't think I'm better than anyone. Well, I am better than certain people. Again, I don't care what you think or say, but don't accuse someone of something that you do. You don't care what I think or say, but you left this long comment. So sounds like you care a lot. So that's cool, buddy. Also, I would say like, yeah, I'm not going to say like, oh, I'm the best at this or I'm the best at that, but I am pretty good at certain things. And like, I remember one time I said something like, you know, I don't think I'm better than anyone. And someone commented and they were like, I mean, you're better than this shitty person. And I'm like, oh, well, yeah, I guess you're right. So yeah, I don't have that attitude because I don't think about other people that deeply. However, I would say that I was a better person overall than Jessie Lee Ward. Not without my faults, though. Girl, have a heart. She had to protect herself and her career from any type of slander. I wonder why. Also, if it's the truth, that's not slander. So any successful business person and entrepreneur would do the same. Sure. But if it's the truth or an opinion, it's not slander. You should probably learn what that is. Also, this wouldn't be slander anyways because it's published content, so it would actually be libel. So Ashley, know what you're talking about before you talk. Also, then again, here I am like mispronouncing multiple words constantly and being wrong about shit. But also, I'm not saying that type of stuff like with my full ass, you know? Or my full boobs, because my boobs are bigger than my butt. I have no butt right now. Pregnancy will do that to you. Raise your hand if you had a baby in the last 2 years and your butt just got sucked out of you. Jessie has made videos. Y'all be talking in the present tense a lot for talking about someone who passed. Crazy. Jessie has videos apologizing for mistakes and things she has done in the past prior to her DX. I don't know what that means. Diagnosis. What happened to her is unfortunate, regardless of haters, obviously. We literally talk about that in that video. Like, girl, what are you talking about? She was a Christ-filled child of God. That sounds gross. She was full of shit. And you can be a Christ-filled child of God and still be a human. And I believe that the past is in the past. Who she was in the past year was completely different than several years ago when she admitted to her faults and mistakes. No, she never did any of that, but that's okay. We all need to look deeper into themselves rather than focusing on someone exploiting them after death. No, wasn't exploiting her, but okay. I hope and pray that you don't receive more followers because of this video. I did, but it's all right. She wasn't a cult leader. Yes, she was. You cannot speak about anyone without knowing them personally. Ashley, have you heard of an academia called history? Did you know that we can talk about dead people? Hold on, I know. Crazy. Did you know we can also talk about people without having known them personally. For instance, I know a lot about Hitler because World War II was like my, Roman Empire. And I know a lot about a lot of that I'm a vat of useless information. However, I'm your girl when it comes to trivia. I know a lot about a lot, a little about a lot. Do I know those people personally? No. Can I still talk about it? Yeah, I can. Straw man fallacy. What you are saying isn't relevant. It actually is quite relevant, my girl. It's a failed attempt to make yourself relevant, trying to capitalize off of her death. I can say confidently that I am more relevant than Jessie Lee was. I'd say that. I can say that confidently, I think. I like how I'm like, I can say it confidently, I think, maybe. Because outside of network marketing, Jessie Lee Ward was nobody. People thought she was annoying. I mean, people think I'm annoying, so whatever, but yeah. Lord, her past was not who she was. Yeah, my past isn't who I was either, but I changed and made amends and did different shit. She did the same. Have compassion and be respectful to her and her friends, family, supporters by deleting this disgusting video. Delete yourself, girl. Goodbye. No. Like, if you think my videos on her are disgusting, get a grip. Girl, you sound like a hater. Keisha is not a healthcare professional, and she does not claim to be. This is what worked for her. Yes, starving yourself to lose weight. Of course it worked for her. You're not eating. As you can visually see, you can choose to follow or not. Either way, we do not care. LOL. I said cared enough to comment. I love when people are like, I don't care. Why are you commenting then? You do the exact same thing as her. It's giving hater vibes. What is this hater vibes? I love their profile picture. The Victorian people on alligators? Sign me up. I would love an alligator ride. Also, welcome to the Suarez Nature Tour. Animal facts, ready? Did you know that alligator mamas are some of the best mothers in the animal kingdom? You're welcome. There's also a sign at the Tampa Zoo, or Zoo Tampa. I don't know why they changed the name. It's stupid. It used to be called Lowry Park Zoo, named after an affluent founding family of South Tampa. But, screw all those people, right? There's a sign there that says, do not molest the alligators. And it's like, what happened that made it to where y'all had to put up that? Who's molesting these alligators? Who's touching them? These people are true. The people who think that Katie Joy is a good journalist when she's literally like the National Enquirer, delusional, man. Katie Joy is a better journalist than you in almost all aspects. I am a legal aid. You should be fired. And when I write a professional letter for one of the firm's attorneys, it sure doesn't sound like yours. Mine are not passive aggressive nor misleading. Girl, for a legal aid who's writing professional letters, what is this punctuation? Why do you have spaces in front of your punctuation? If you're going to use that to give yourself credibility, you better proofread your shit. You better turn on Grammarly, baby. You better update that plugin. Why is professional capitalized? Kathy, what are you doing? What are you doing? You need to learn your manners, baby cakes. This is a boomer. Boomer vibes. Hater vibes, boomer vibes. Also, listen, you can be of that generation and not be a boomer. This lady, Kathy, is like, listen, I might be hater vibes or jealous vibes or mean girl vibes. Kathy is giving the vibes of, I do not give Facebook permission to use my pictures. You need to learn your manners, baby cakes. I hate this. Are you jealous because she's smarter, nicer, more creative? Nicer? I don't care if someone's nicer than me. Smarter? Absolutely not. More creative? Have you seen her thumbnails? No. You did not capitalize because she's a legal aid. Come across to me as someone I would ever subscribe to or watch again. Good, please leave. You block me. I'm tired. It's almost midnight. And I'm cranky and want to go night-night. Oops, sorry, that's you. Never mind, LOL. Kathy, please screenshot this to one of your children, to one of your millennial children, so that they can cringe. Please. You go ahead and block me anyway, my little peon. Oh my God, Kathy. Kathy, your children are embarrassed of you. You think you're so funny. You're the type of boomer, most likely, who says things like, yeah, we can't use this word or that word anymore. What's going on in the world? What's it come to? Ugh, this is the last great generation. Kathy, your generation ruined everything for us, okay? Also, hey, if you're a boomer, if you're in that generation and you watch my videos, you're not like these people, okay? You're not like them. Let's be clear. There's a few of you that comment and I'm like, Mom, I love you. Okay? You make me proud. You're not on Facebook in all caps typing out, I do not give Facebook permission to use my photos. My God. And you don't use ellipses when you should just use spaces. And you know how to convert a PDF. Thank you. This video just proved you don't do research on the people you report on. Katie hasn't talked about the harassment she gets daily for years and years. Yeah, she has. At least like 3 times a year. You keep saying you don't know who these people are. Those people are the ones who are sending you the crap you believe without doing research. That's not true, but thanks. Maybe you should have left this one alone. You think? Are you jealous that her channel is more successful than yours? It seems this is the case. Katie Joy's channel is not more successful than mine. Arguably, her channel is dying. And I love when people say this, and especially when Katie Joy says it, because she said that multiple times about Emily D. Baker. And now Emily D. Baker has like completely surpassed Katie Joy's channel. And I will too, because Katie Joy's channel is dead in the water. I wouldn't say it's not successful because like what is success? And like she's able to do it full time. Yes. But like, yikes. She's not respected. And I would rather be respected than make more money on YouTube. Absolutely. And she also is not respected by her peers. And I think that's extremely important as well. Think you don't need to jump on the Katie Joy, without a crystal ball, that's who we're talking about, bullying bandwagon. Girl, there ain't a bandwagon. You post pictures of being in church. Oh, this was one of my favorite ones. You post pictures of being in church. That was of my son's baptism. But yeah, we do go to church. I am a Christian. That is nobody's business. Meaning like I don't need anyone to be involved in my relationship with my guy, you know? You post pictures of being in church, but you make hate videos. Do I? Why are you here? But you got a cute dog. See, why do these people have like, they need to stop. You got a cute dog. Stop being a turd, okay? I've never loved Katie Joy, but the receipts she posts are starting to look way more accurate than down the rabbit hole's obsession with bullying a person she's never met. CC, I don't like the direction your channel is taking. I don't know if you know this, but this is what we do. We've been doing this. There's no sudden turn just because I'm covering someone that you like. I unsubbed 3 weeks ago and you're still here because you are starting to make hate and bullying content. We've talked about unethical influencers for about 6 years now. Your fans in the comment section are starting to get nasty too. If by nasty you mean hilarious, hey, that's all right. Listen, this is not the place for you if you cannot handle gay humor, basically. Like just people, I don't want to say like dragging each other, but like it's okay. It's fine. But if this is like, if you can't handle that, then don't be here. It's okay. You don't have to. But also it's really funny when people are like, I unsubscribed 3 weeks ago. That doesn't matter. You're still watching and still commenting. I don't think Renelle and Steve are the ones you need to be listening to. I didn't listen to them, but okay. Do better than this. You used to do better than this. I used to have opinions that you would agreed with. And now I mean, I've always had these opinions. So I think you need to let this play out more. Renelle and Rabbit have done something very suspicious. Are you doing this out of jealousy or just hate? Girl, I'm not jealous of Katie Joy. Look at her. Not physically. I mean, sure, yeah, but like also look at her channel. Look at her content. National Enquirer. House and Habit. Okay? Watch now. There's going to be people who are like, oh my God, you like House and Habit. That means I don't even know her political views. I don't care. I just like the unfiltered access that she has to everything. It's awesome. And I wish I could have that. That would be so cool. Not with political stuff, just with like everything, basically. Anyways, are you doing this out of jealousy or hate? No. And if you choose this kind of content, why go to church? Oh my gosh. Why go to church? For appearances? Girl, if I was going to church for appearances, don't you think I would tag where I go to church or post about it a lot? I don't post about it a lot. Y'all don't know what church I go to. You don't know what, like, what? That makes no sense. Or are you actually listening to the messages being preached? Jesus flipped over tables. He said, not in my Father's house. And I basically do the same thing. So, also Mary Magdalene was his best friend. And she was previously bipolar. Well, he healed her or whatever. But my pastor is hilarious. I love him so much. He was basically roasting John, book of the Bible. It was hilarious. It was so funny. Because if you actually read it, I know this is a little tangent, but I thought it was so funny I wanted to share it. I'll share it on Instagram too. But if you actually read the like wording of, and obviously different translations are different, I'm sure. But like John's wording of it is like, Jesus loved me the most. And then also he like roasts Peter and Simon too in there. It's just really funny. Anyway, so we were like all laughing about that in church on Sunday. And I loved that. I love that we can joke about stuff and not take things so seriously. Anyways, more Katie Joy apologists. Gosh, I don't understand how all of you can get on here and just bash another woman. Hey, I don't care what genitals you have. If you're a shitty person, you're a shitty person. We're not just blindly supporting women. Sure, empowered women empower women, but empowered women also call out in order to protect other people. So people can say y'all know I am so sick and tired of being sick and tired, but sick and tired of people being like, oh, you're tearing women down. I'm on here for free calling out and teaching women, men, anybody about red flags in order for them not to get scammed. So am I the one keeping them down? Am I the one tearing them down? Or am I the one building people up? Or rather, trying to tear down the patriarchy that is at work and give voice to the cognitive dissonance so that we can take away that power, so that you can build yourself up. Which is that? I don't know. I wouldn't know. I know this was a year ago, but still these comments are hateful, nasty, hateful, hurtful, nasty, and rude. Goodness, I hope none of you live in glass houses. Hope you all have a great day. I don't think I like this channel. Michelle, then why did you comment? If you don't like a channel, if you don't like a video, do not comment. Do not click. If you watch something and you're like, I hate this, thumbs down it. And then actually don't. Just leave. And then when YouTube suggests the channel again, click the little thingy, the little dots, and say, do not recommend this channel. If you do that like 4 or 5 times, YouTube will stop recommending that channel to you. Okay? Do not engage with the content. You absolute goblins. I loved this one so much. I loved it. Maybe if you want to know the truth about Jehovah's Witnesses, you should ask one of the elders, not someone that is biased. You have to be pretty evil or unrepentant to get disfellowshipped. Most people disfellowshipped are not the best to ask, as they are looking for someone to blame besides themselves for an action they had much help and many times to fix the problem. Sounds like victim blaming. You don't just get disfellowshipped. You have to be like Dre McRae kind of person. They are all about giving many chances, I doubt it, and help you to fix a problem. Is second guessing your religion a problem? Is asking questions a problem? Is calling out sexual assault a problem? Is calling out leaders of the organization molesting children a problem? Personally, I know of a few people that were disfellowshipped, but they were never really in it to believe it. To give a fair comparison, you should ask their elders and not someone pissed off because they F up big time and blame it on religion. First of all, Jehovah's Witness is a cult. If you think otherwise, I am not sorry. That's just how it is. I have conversations all the time with people who will comment or message me and be like, I love your videos. I am a Jehovah's Witness though, and it is not a cult, blah, blah, blah. Yes, it is. Pretty cut and dry. It's a cult. Jehovah's Witness is not one of the religions where I will openly say it depends on how you practice that religion. For instance, I have said many times, I am a Christian. That is, I do not need anyone involved in that. That is nobody's business. That's between me and that guy and, me and my family. I'm not forcing that upon anybody. If I decided to be agnostic or atheist tomorrow, my family would be fine. We would not care. My pastor would still love me. Okay? She'd probably be sad, but she'd still love me. I would not be disowned and disfellowshipped and banned from my family, religion, or anything like that. Also, we got a lot of gays in our church. Love that for us. Love that. No, it's not one of those situations where it's like, this one is, this one isn't. This church down the street's technically the same denomination as this one, but this one's a cult and this one's not. Yeah. So I responded and said, LOL, why would I ask the leaders of a cult about the truth about said cult? That is insane. This one says, it's all about sales mastering. You mean mastering sales? What are you talking about? And knowing how to sell to the right audience. People are acting like it's a whole crime when it's really just about being smart on how you use social media. That's not what faceless marketing is about. That's not what digital marketing, or rather master resale rights, is about. That's not what's happening here. She probably tried it once and failed. Yes, there are some bad creators out there, but aren't there all? I just don't understand the negativity from this when it can actually be really beneficial to the people who are actually smart with using the brand, etc. Just like influencing, there are influencers and there are people making prisoners and pedos famous and rich. It's the internet. Get over it. Hey, straw man fallacy. Multiple things can be annoying at once. Multiple things can be bad at once. Just because one thing's bad doesn't mean that, like I talk about scams. Yeah, it doesn't mean that I also don't think that pedophiles are bad. Also, let's not even get talking about our justice system and our prison systems and how they need to be completely reformed. Also, all pedophiles should be murdered. Anyways, so yeah, it's the internet. Get over it. I mean, yeah, I know a lot of times I'm like, oh, it's not that deep. Calm down. But that's just when I get like annoyed about something. And also when it's like not that deep. So also calm down. Yeah, there's a lot of people when it comes to master resale rights. That's why I'm going to keep doing videos on it because it really pisses me off. People are really muddying the waters, so to speak, and making it really murky and being like, no, it's legit. You know, it's been around forever. Yes. Digital products have been around forever. I used to do that as well. And there are so many people who do it. But when you are not actually selling something that is valuable and you are selling the opportunity and that instead, that's not okay. Just a copy and paste course, a done for you course that you just sell that you didn't even make. So stop. It's unethical. So I loved this because this person always leaves comments on my videos that are like always a gotcha moment, like really trying to do a gotcha moment. And I love that. Makes me so happy. So that's why I included this. So I did a video about Brittany Dawn and her being an absolute menace to the world and society and animals across the universe. So with that, this person commented twice on my video about Brittany Dawn. And they said, but also, where's that second bulldog you had? And I said, it looks like you commented this multiple times, so I'm just going to go ahead and copy and paste my reply. I've never owned two bulldogs at once. We had Daphne for 8 years and she passed away. Then 3 months after that, which I actually believe it was like 4 months because she's more of a roommate. She wasn't like a baby like Wiggum. Very different personalities. She was great. She was mine and Tony's first dog together. And she was crying. Oh, I miss her so much. But yeah, she was great. I'll insert a picture right here. I'll insert pictures of all of the bulldogs that my family has had. We are definitely a bulldog family. However, me and Tony together, we've never had multiple dogs at once. We've only had Daphne. And then we have Wiggum. Daphne passed in May. She had cancer due to like how old she was. She wouldn't have made it through a surgery for that. And the cancer spread and then she got doggy dementia. And we were like, okay, it's time. Like, we don't want to put her through like living anymore. Basically, it was so horrible. So yeah, we had to put her down. It was really, really sad. And then that was May. And then September, I think it was, I went rogue. And I was like, Tony, out of these 3 bulldog puppies, which one do you like? And he's like, this one. I was like, great. I already put down a deposit. So I picked that one and we go pick him up in 2 weeks. And he's like, what? And I was like, yeah, I already paid for him. So then I got Wiggum. We got Wiggum. And he's the light of my life other than my son, but he's my firstborn, love him so much. But yeah, so I was like, you could be thinking of my parents' 2 bulldogs, Hazel and Mabel, who when they were puppies, I watched them multiple times. My parents like went out of town and stuff or had emergencies or whatever. And then also I watched them when my parents moved from Tampa to where they live now because they had like their new house like was not ready, so they had to like live in a hotel for a week, and I had to be a good sister, I guess it would be. I had to be a good sister and take care of them. And I said we watched them a few times, or maybe my sister's new French bulldog, Gravy. He's crazy. Gravy Boat B, if you will. Follow him on Instagram. He's a menace. He's insane. He's so funny. Broke his leg after like they had him for literally a month and he broke his leg. Yeah, so I've never had more than 1 bulldog at a time except for when I lived with my parents. My parents had 3 bulldogs at once and then my parents have now 2 bulldogs, Hazel and Mabel. Yeah, we were very responsible pet owners. Yeah, so there's that. You must make money from these videos, right? Yeah, no You are also being ageist. Oh, this one was hilarious. And you're also being ageist. So what? Because I'm 44, I can't be a girl. I can't have moments of feeling youthful. F you. And now I don't like you or the points you're making. Yeah, this lady is scam and people, but some of your comments are no better. My video wasn't about you. And when I was saying, girlfriend, you're almost 40, that was not in regards to like shaming her age. I'm 33. Okay. Who cares? What I was saying is that she's focusing on and trying to emotionally manipulate her audience by bringing up how she was bullied in school. which happened over 20 years ago. I love when people are like, so are you saying this about me? I don't know you, so no. I mean, it sounds like you suck too, lady. Like, chill the fuck out. So busy picking Jessie Lee apart when, girlfriend, you need to look in the mirror. That yellow hair is cringy. But no, my hair was not yellow. If anything, overtoned it and it was white or purple. Okay. No, it was not yellow. Under my lighting, it could look like that because when I filmed that video, I had natural light from this side and then I had my lighting right here and then my above headlight. So yeah, it could have looked like that, but it was not yellow. It was white, gray, or purple. Blonde, white, gray, or purple because I had an issue with trying to like overly tone my hair and I'd leave that for too long. So there's that. Get it right. Yeah, you need to look in the mirror. My God. And I think I commented something back with like, I'd rather have yellow hair than be screaming in a bathtub on the internet and scamming people. I think I said something back like that. I don't know. It was late. I say some pretty unhinged responses when it's late like that. Before posting, it does basically no bullying, etc. However, laughing my that's exactly what I'm doing. LOL. You sound miserable. And just because it didn't work for you, and you speaking about getting real job, girl, you're on YouTube. You following the trend too. You want views. I mean this with my whole heart and butthole. There's no shame if English is not your first language in commenting in your language. I'll translate it. It's okay. Go for it, girl. I'll do you one better. I'll even respond in your language. Okay? I'll try my best. I have done that before. And then I will literally put at the bottom like, I used Google Translate. I'm sorry if this is not translated correctly. I'll do that for you. This is not a mistranslation situation. This is a lack of education, apparently, which is unfortunate, especially when you're trying to come at someone, because that's embarrassing. You want views. Yeah, no, this is my job. You speak about getting a real job. If it pays your bills, it is a job. When I say get a real job, I mean a traditional job instead of scamming people on the internet. You sound miserable, and just because it didn't work for you. Oh, it's giving girl boss. It's giving gatekeep. It's giving gaslight. I did do digital marketing successfully, part-time. And I do this social media successfully, arguably. It's giving hater vibes. I think she meant before posting it basically no bullying, etc. I think she's referring to my disclaimers. Yeah. I love when people like mention that. Girl, that's for legal purposes. I love when people mention that, not realizing that's for legal purposes. But then also when people say things like, oh my gosh, you're so woke. Why are you saying unalive? That's giving boomer. It's so I don't get demonetized. Like, I love it when people think that you are saying or using a certain internet vernacular because you want to be woke. And it's like, no, it's so I don't get demonetized. Oh, loved this. A lot of y'all loved this one too. It was hilarious. Reddit had a forking field day with this one. Marnie is a dear friend of mine the past 5 years. Okay, girl, love that, Charlene. Love that for you. She is very driven, and whatever she puts her mind to, she gets it done. She is successful with everything she does. That's also false. If it doesn't work out, she stays positive and moves ahead, but I thought she was successful with everything she does. She does a lot of satire. This is comedy, is what she's saying. She's dedicated to her friends and family. She helps local charities. There are far more Delulu MLM ladies to check into. Marnie does use other products. Is using money just a few. She isn't pro money. She joined money. So I'd say she's pro money. This is bigger than you think. There are real friendships, and you've used the N key on your keyboard. I mean, I guess the N and M are right next to each other. So they exchange products at get-togethers. She has retirement, 401k, life insurance coverage. From who? And I bet she doesn't. Like, what? Paid her car off and upgraded. What does that have to do with anything, Charlene? Get it together. She also does affiliate marketing, which I thought you did as well. I do. Correct. We can have as many affiliate jobs. False, but okay. Being smart, fire. Her quirky, no filter, Southern spice is giving her the life she wanted. That's not accurate, but okay. arguably getting her canceled, but okay. So it's either broke and stupid or rich and they are doing it dirty. Please don't body shame, pick one apart. Who's body shamming? What? Like, excuse me? Maybe if you went back 10 years and followed. Maybe. She's the first to tell you the red flags. Very sad for this. I can guarantee you, Charlene, Marnie's not your friend. And also, please, please, please go read a book. I think you should educate yourself. I do not do MLM or anything, but girls, stop talking BS. Legally, MLM and master resale rights is legitimate. Just because it's legal does not mean it is a solid business opportunity or that it is attainable or sustainable. That's all one need to know. Your personal opinion doesn't matter if law permits it. If anyone does it unethically, that is their personality. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Also, did you know that in most states, child marriages, like marrying a legal child, is legal? So my opinion doesn't matter about that. Just because something's legal doesn't mean it's ethical. Just because something is legal doesn't mean it should be. Just because the law permits something, guess what else was legal? Slavery. Guess what was illegal? Gay marriage, marrying someone of a different race. That was illegal. In most places, abortion's illegal. Do I agree with that? No. Meaning that I don't agree with it being illegal, just to be clear. You are an absolutely rotten of a person. I am a rotten, I'll tell you that. Trash for talking down on women who are trying to elevate others. You make money off clicks and tearing people down. That's sick. This is on a video of a Monate girl recruiting a homeless Lyft driver. I am tearing people down and it's sick. Your anger is misguided, but that's okay. Or misdirected and misguided. Your YouTube is not a job. You make money on tearing other women down under the guise of exposing them. YouTube is not a job. It is. I pay my bills and I have employees and that is a job. Job pays me to work. You are crazy. I hope you know that Katie Joy isn't taking no one to court. I mean, you're right. She isn't taking no one to court. So that's cool. This is all made up. So I would watch it before you end up being sued for slander. Again, it would be libel because this is published and I'm not out on the street corner yelling about it. Anyone can sue anyone. Katie Joy is not going to sue me. Wait, why are you against two women spreading morality? Good for them. We still have freedom of speech and of thought in this country, right? Yeah. Just let people be. Oh, but I thought I could speak freely. Why point out they're white? Because they are white. So would you point out they're black if they were black? Makes you come off as woke SJW. I don't know what SJW is. Which no, isn't cool. Okay. Why are you judging age gap relationships? Pretty sure that was in regards to a statutory rape. So that I'm going to judge that. For trying to be non-judgmental, you sure as hell come off as judgmental. You literally made a deep dive on some family, taking them apart. Wow. Welcome to my channel, Jake. Welcome. That's what we do here. Log off. It's giving boomer. I do love your hat though, so that's cool. Saying someone is a dum-dum just because us new people don't know about whatever drama you are in right now makes you the dum-dum here. I don't how you are. I don't know what your deal is, but now I watch a couple videos and from a new point of an outsider, you just don't care about new peeps. I got a question. The fuck are you talking about? Good Lord. No, that doesn't get a response. I told the Charlene lady, I was like, are you lost? And she said, again, please expand. Oh, I'll expand. I'd love to discuss with you your views on Marnie and mine. Never pegged you for trolling the comments, insulting. Learn new info daily. You want to know my views on Marnie? Just watch the deep dive you're literally commenting on. Like, what? You don't get like a personal one-on-one with me. What's happening here? We're not having a meeting, Charlene. I appreciate you so much. Thanks for always being silly little gooses with me. We are officially in the Silly Goose Society and I'm really proud of us. So there's that. Stay spicy. Remember, your feelings are valid. You are valuable. Your butt looks so, girl, don't get me started on it. It looks so good and I'm really proud of you. Subscribe, like and comment, all that jazz. And I appreciate you and I will see you in my next video. Goodbye.